Yo. What it do, guys? It's your boy Youngest in Charge coming guys today. Another video. Contact links, YouTube bio. Hit me there. Going over the Verizon Playbook today, guys. See, we got all type of methods I've been typing up. You see, you got the rental car. Another method. Some loan methods. How to be your own data furnisher. Got a couple Apple Store glitches we just found out about. That being said, join the university if you're trying to get access to these things, guys. So, is there a significant difference in, say, opening a line with Verizon and a device getting trade lines as opposed to Boost and then applying for credit versus just doing the Boost and running down right away? Yes. It's about a 2 to 3K approval difference. Verizon is good. You can have multiple same name accounts as long as it's different devices. Safest, just use all different names though. Easy to ship, but walk down is too sweet. Okay? Application number. Best way, if you're doing the app, is to run it through chat. So we're running it through chat, guys. Just when you're on the site, click on, you need the assistance little chat bubble that's on the side, and do the whole order thing through the little AI chat. It'll basically clear that shit every time, as long as the CP's right. Get it approved by sending docs or whatever needed. Then walk in and apply as a new customer. The app will get approval every time. A lot of stores are hip to walk-ins with the approval app number, and I've told reps to watch out for it. When I tried this, they told me online is separate completely. They have to process a new application each time when it triggers a 48-hour credit hold. Answer. If the info is the same, it will go straight through. If you walk in and they use the address on your DL, then it's going to cook it. You're supposed to make a new application. 48-hour hold usually comes from this Addy being too far from the store, not from 2 apps being put in. You're not supposed to tell them you applied online. They wouldn't have said that unless you made it known. It's always best to walk down the application number, then walk down the transaction a few days later with the app number ready to go. So it's best to apply online earlier in the week and walk into purchase at the end of the week. Okay, guys, does that make sense to you guys? So just have that shit marinated, like some type of stew or some shit. Gotta let the play marinate. Everything isn't just instant, guys. Just let the shit marinate. Let some shit happen. Let some days pass by. It kind of clears up any congestion, if you see what I'm saying. But next part. Application. If a store rep tells you that you have to go to a corporate store to push the application through, they're lying. The reps lie consistently. Call the fraud department and ask them about the hold. So this is a little screenshot they usually give you whenever and I'll make this bigger for you guys. Whenever they have that hold on there, they give you the number, so you can just call here and ask. Usually they just want docs. All you got to do is send them the docs to get the approval. Fraud prevention. Verizon uses a variety of data points to detect potential fraud when customers try to repeat the same persona over and over. They combine information like geolocation, IMEI, ICCID, user agent, IP address, and Experian credit score to analyze a customer's risk profile. Here's how Verizon does it. Geolocation. Verizon tracks customers' geographical locations through their devices or IP addresses. Repeated attempts from the same location may be flagged as suspicious. IMEI and ICCID. These are unique identification numbers for mobile devices. Verizon tracks these numbers to ensure that the same device isn't perpetrating fraudulent activities. User agent. This is the data about the device or browser used to access Verizon services. Unusual patterns or repeated usage from the same user agent may also raise red flags. IP addresses. Verizon will monitor the IP address used when accessing their services to detect any attempts to hide a person's true identity or location. So that's if you guys are trying to use a VPN or shit like that, that can be detected. Experian credit score. Verizon uses this information to evaluate the financial risk associated with each customer. To bypass these detective mechanisms after your first head walks in, you must move the head outside of the threat matrix or the threshold of Verizon's last recorded information of that person. This involves being at least 45 minutes to an hour and a half away from the last or original location and refraining from revisiting that area to avoid triggering alerts. By following this strategy, you can do a real repetition of hits across different cities but pick up in any city of your choice without attracting attention. However, this process must be completed cautiously, as any errors could lead to your downfall. When running credit, they also have a button that can hit they suspected fraud and D your shit up instantly. So you can be AP through chat, walk in and they suspect something, they're gonna hit the button and it's gonna be on hold, and then you're gonna have to do the whole process over again. What Verizon patched for CPs from the boost is basically just a scoring off fresh shit with only an experience and no PR. You'll get 3 to 5K limits when boosted CPNs if your PR is fire. If you call in and you don't star 67, then they can look up your phone number you called in on, and if they can link multiple accounts together, they will deactivate them all at once. Say you got personal service with Verizon but got 3 CP accounts going in your name, and you call in on your legitimate phone to get an application number on these CPNs. If they run your number and find multiple accounts, they deactivate all at once and blacklist the devices on each account, even if it was a bring your own device. Does Verizon save faces? Unlikely, because the data storage would be crazy. However, lately been getting involved in a lot of person transactions, and you gotta take a pic and selfie in store while on call with back office rep. Back office scans are usually biometrics to confirm, almost impossible to get through. BYOD, bring your own device. Would bring your own device lower your amount of potential lines you can grab compared to starting a new account, or is it all just depends on your financial limit? Answer, no. Bring your own device has nothing to do with your financial limit. It can actually help you by not using any other finance limit. For people doing resets, this is the best way to maximize your earning potential. Reapplying holds. I can add a boost and reapply and get a higher Verizon limit, or once you approve, that's that. 6 months, they can reassess. I didn't even start a line, I just got approval. The rep said they're gonna run a new app if I go in the store. Answer, oh yeah, if you boost, wait like 48 hours. The app should drop off. So you don't bog down with a bunch of applications. How long should I wait to reapply after my shiny order cancels from bad docs? Answer to that, 30 days. For Verizon, you can change addresses on account after 30 days. Uploading documents. Needs more PI if it asks for your SSN. Use scan, but sometimes it gets weird and won't do selfie. It's random, like 50-50 if it accepts. I'm saying I should take a pic of the scan or print if it takes a live pic. If you have a really good printer, I think you can get away with printing it. Open email from PC. Never use phone. Free game. Log into computer and see email. This is because the phone asks for bullshit like scanning and sometimes selfie. Now, just need to upload JPEGs. Tell them to review while you're top. Don't know what this guy was on. So, trick to increasing financing limit. Put a fraud alert on file with your number you got for it. Let it sit for a few months, then try and grab. When they go to verify, they'll have to call that number to verify, and that will increase the credit limit and chance of getting credit. That's how I got 7.5K. Apply to the CC, let it sit, report the hard inquiries for non-hits, then let it sit. The key to high Verizon limits on Boost is the location code. I noticed it's the zip code. 4+ bedrooms, I usually get 5 to 7K, and property value. There's a significant difference in opening lines with Verizon with trade lines as opposed to a Boost, 2 to 3K difference. You can get the full 7K financing limit from a CP with 3 trades and at least 1 primary. Insurance. Put insurance on store pickup order and then do an assurance claim. This guy did not know how to spell y'all, bro. Assurance. You have to use the device for a few days. The more days equals the better. It needs to be believable. Make a few calls, send dummy texts, use a little data. Rebill. If you don't punch it with Verizon Spectrum type shit and you stop paying the bill, they will try to get a full refund off your card months down the road, whichever card you used in the beginning. Always have your card locked or only transfer money to that specific card when necessary. Unlocking. Hitting another device after unlock is 50-50 chance. Wipe first, then unlock. EIN business financing. You need to have company docs and you need to have a manager. However, I do know people doing it with just a certificate of standing. Bring in all articles of biz and EIN letter. Online is tough for Verizon. First lines, they most likely will clip order and then ask for ID to be submitted. You're better off walking down first lines than doing it online. You can also transfer personal to biz. Down payment, it's zero down for biz or they will waive it. Still have to attach card. Business credit doesn't even matter. Verizon ships to addresses on articles and it has to match the Secretary of State site. So basically just add your drop ID on the articles or open a QuickBooks in the business name, use that for your taxes, and you can pay with personal debit. But the alt is to make a fresh biz, get your articles, and you can do a CP biz cosign to the EIN. Or what you could do is register the business in another state like Delaware. The same business, for example, Florida businesses show you the EIN on the website. You can change the address to chip to different after 90 days and use Account Manager in 30 days. Okay guys, so this is the last page. Make sure you tap in. If you guys want to get more info like this, join the university. Find me on tele, IG. All my contact links are in my bio. Make sure you guys tap in. Gang.